Right everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel. It's another match day preview, this time focusing on Saturday's away clash at Preston North End. So before we get into that, a quick reflection on Tuesday night's 3-0 win against Sheffield United. A fantastic performance. I'll put the vlog in the top right, I'll put a card up there so people can go and watch that if you haven't seen it already. Professional performance in the end, a very professional performance, diminutive, in a game that was a very easy potential banana skin, and one that we could have easily slipped on and lost. So we did start the game quite well. Didn't start too great really. Sheffield United had a couple of big chances. Then once we got the first goal, Mitrovic's on fire. I mean, the guy's going to be putting out at the moment, literally. And yeah, I'm very pleased with that performance. A big 3-0 win, just to back up the derby, when I think if we'd lost on Tuesday night, the derby result to me wouldn't have meant much at all. So it's good to bounce back. Back-to-back wins now as well. Oh, 3 wins in a row actually, I'm sorry, I am corrected there. We're going to go into Preston in a good bit of form. So reflecting on some past strikes at Deepdale, as well as Craven Cottage, we're going to start off with Ross McCormack's goal in our 2-1 win in 15-16 off the top of my head, back in April 2016. Then we're going to move on to Moussa Dembele's strike in that same game as well, followed by Dennis Adoy's late equaliser, the last time we met this season actually as well. So they'll come on the screen for you now, and after that we'll get into the usual match day review, preview I mean. So yeah, goals on the screen for you now.
He got above Tim Ream too easily there, but turned back to Ream to belt it clear, and now Ross McCormack's after it, in behind the Preston defence. This could be an opportunity for Fulham. He goes past the goalkeeper and he slides it into the net. And totally out of nowhere, Fulham have taken the lead in the 5th minute. Ross McCormack once they've got about 4 or 5 man wall. Richard Stearman looking to infiltrate it maybe as well. There's another 2 or 3 players lined up just inside the box. Jamie O'Hara, Ross McCormack, right-footed shot. Oh, he's hit the post. The keeper got a touch, but Moussa Dembele's put it away. Well, he's barely had a touch all night. Not a sniff really, Moussa, but
So there were some good goals in that little part of the preview. Some important goals as well, scored at times within 2 seasons there. Back in 15-16 where results were needed back then. It was Slavisa Jokanović's first half season in charge, if I remember correctly. He came in around Christmas time of that 15-16 season after Kip Simons had been sacked, in and around October, November after that 5-2 defeat at Birmingham. And we needed results towards them. We had a couple of signings on loan as I remember. And I remember going up to Preston, winning that game, and we won at home to MK Dons as well. And then it was a good little run of form towards the end of the season, which managed to propel us to safety. And as I said, the rest is history. We've had a couple of good seasons since. So focus on the last lineups from both sides in the last round of midweek games. That was on Tuesday night. Both sides did play on Tuesday night. So I'm going to go through the previous team lineups. Starting with Fulham, obviously. We started with Marcus Bettinelli in goal, a back 4 of Ryan Fredericks, Dennis Adoy coming in for the injured Thomas Kais with a hip problem, Tim Ream and Matt Targett, a midfield 3 of Tom Kearney, Kevin McDonald and Stefan Johansson, with an attacking 3 of Shea Ojo, Alexander Mitrovic through the middle, and Ryan Sessegnon on the left wing. So looking at Preston's last lineup in their 2-1 win at home at Bristol City, Declan Rudd in goal, Darnell Fisher, Paul Huntington, Tom Davies and Greg Cunningham were the back 4. Ben Pearson and Paul Gallagher were the 2 holding midfielders. Billy Bowden, Alan Brown and Tom Barkhausen were the attacking 3, sitting just behind the attacking striker. That was Callum Robinson. So reflecting on Preston's last 3 results, starting to get some good form together now. They'd previously lost at home 1-0 to Bristol City, lost 1-0 at home to Ipswich, thanks to Mustafa Carriol striking that game. That was a really good game for Ipswich, but that was a poor result for Preston. They did follow that up with a local 3-1 win against Bolton Wanderers on Gentry Day for them as well. That's quite a big day for Preston, so it was good for them to win that game. Sean Maguire come back from injury with 2 goals in that game. He's been a big player for them and was a big player in the reverse fixture. I'll get on to talk about that shortly in a minute. And then the last result was obviously Tuesday night. A good 2-1 against fellow promotion chasing rivals and playoff contenders Bristol City. That was a huge win for Preston in terms of them trying to cement a playoff place. If they can get a good result Saturday, there's no reason why they can't finish in that top 6. I mean, the battle for 6th, maybe even 5th, is still wide open at the moment. I think top 4 might be settled, although you can never really know in this Championship division. If you get build up a good head of steam, get a good run of form together, as we've seen Fulham, anything can happen. If you get a good bit of form together and you can play with confidence, then the world's your oyster in this division. So going through Preston's danger, we're going to start off with Tom Barkhausen, who's a very productive winger, signed from League 2 Morecambe last season on a free transfer, I think it was. He's come on leaps and bounds for Preston. been a pivotal player in the way Alex Neil wants to play this season as well. He's featured quite a lot under Alex Neil on that right-hand side of the attacking three, sitting behind the striker. Sean Maguire as well, massive player for Preston North End. Not in terms of height, but in terms of what he can bring to the side as well. I thought that when he finished in that game in our 1-1 draw against Preston at home at Craven Cottage in September, it seemed to change the complexity of the game. I think with him on the pitch, they brought he added that counter-attacking flair and a bit of pace that really did suit, that really caused us problems in that first half. Then when they brought Josh Harrop on, he didn't have that same kind of effect. He's obviously not that same type of player. He's more of a technical player than like Sean Maguire. He's got a bit of pace, directness about him. He's got a good eye for goal as well. Next player is Darnell Fisher. He's had a good season so far right back for Preston. I've been hearing some good reviews about him. He signed on loan from Rotherham in the summer. No, permanently from Rotherham United in the summer, down in League One, and he's done quite well since fitting at right back like a glove. Some standout performances since for him. And finally, Billy Bodin signed from League One side Bristol Rovers. He's had a good season as well down in League One, which obviously subsequently led to him getting transferred to Championship side Preston. So he's done quite well in his handful of games he's only started since coming to Preston in January, and he's a good player as well. Worked his way up through the leagues, so it's a good signing for them as well. So our last Fulham win, you have to go back to August 2017, which was at Deepdale as well, a 2-1 win. Shawnee Luco, Matt Smith with the goals before Jermaine Beckford, I believe, got the consolation goal, which led to it being 2-1 towards the end. Bit of a nervy finish in that game, but we did come out of all 3 points in our last visit to Deepdale. My prediction for this game will be a 2-0 to Fulham. I do fancy our chances. I think we're the best team in this division with the ball, but Preston are the best team without it, as we've seen at home as well. They're capable of causing us problems, but I think the way we're playing at the moment, we're in such great form. I just don't see us dropping points at the moment. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Fulham win, another Alexander Mitrovic brace. So I'm going to put my neck out on the line and say to get another 2 goals. The bloke's on absolute flames at the moment up front, and I'll see us running out comfortable winners in this game, despite it being difficult in some parts. I just think we'll be a bit too strong for Preston, have that bit better quality, like we did against Sheffield United. We should run out winners. So there, guys, there is my matchday Preston review. If you like it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. Next game after that is at home to QPR, then our next away game is Norwich, which I'm going to, which I can't wait to go to. It'll be a good game. And anything like last season will be terrific. So yeah, we'll see you all in the next video, which will probably be building up to QPR. So yeah, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.